Hey, Shalom, hey, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Mukak, double honor to the apostles of GMS and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth while sincerity. This one is just going to be on the fact that you remember in infirmities, which is why the Lord will put you through certain things, right? And we can all attest to that, how you'll be going through some shit and you'll be just praying to the Lord constantly, always thinking on the Lord, right? But one of the things I'll touch on at the end also is also remembering, to always, pray to the Lord and, give thanks to the Lord in good times and in bad, right? Always to, because everything you go through in this truth, the Lord is balanced, which talk about how, an unjust balance is an abomination to the Lord, right? So there's always good that comes out of a bad situation. I mean, let's give you an example. The good that's going to come out of America being destroyed, which for the masses of the people is a bad situation, is that the kingdom of Israel shall be established. That's a good out of a bad, right? The good out of all the hell and stress that we've been through on this side is the kingdom of heaven, right? Let me get that first. Right, it says 2 Corinthians 4:17 says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." Right? So, hey, you remember in infirmities, right? And those infirmities help you keep in mind, what it is, that this thing is about, that this thing isn't plain sailing, right? Also, you'll be calling on the name of the Lord, this, that, and the other, faith boosters and all of that. But also, you got to remember to always give thanks in good and in bad. This 2 Corinthians 12:7 says, "And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given unto me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure." Right, so what Paul is talking about here, the Apostle Paul is talking about, is how basically the Lord made him humble by the way of that thorn in the flesh, so that he couldn't, so that he couldn't, would you call it, start, saying, hey, it's me, this, that, and that. It's, talk says through the abundance of revelations. Right, so Paul was on a certain level. What does the scripture say? The greater thou art, the more thy humble thyself. Right, so the Lord basically used this to help humble Paul, keep Paul humble. Right? Because what is word, Apostle Gabar goes into, word humble, about humiliating, man. So the Lord has to humiliate you for you to become more humble. Right? Which is, people always come into this thing wanting to take your position of apostle to heart, but they don't know what the apostles have had to go through. What do you call it? To be in the positions that they're in. Right. Case in point is not to say that we're on the apostles' level, right? Not to say that at all, right? But I know certain things that brothers go through in our camp, right? That those things don't get put on video, right? Because those things are personal, right? But you don't know about this, and we've only been in this thing for a few years. So how much more so the apostles have been in this thing many decades, right? They will have been through lots of different things, and they wouldn't, necessarily have put them on blast like that, right? All these things that the Lord is using as thorns in the flesh, right? As verse 8 it says, "For this thing I besought Yahweh 3 times, thrice, that it might depart from me." Right? So Paul's like, "Hey, Lord Yahweh, can I overcome this infirmity?" Right? Verse 9 says, "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Right? So my grace is sufficient for thee, Right? It says, "Most gladly, therefore, I will." I said Yahweh, but it's written in red, so that was Yahweh Shai. Right? So for this thing I besought Yahweh Shai thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai Mashiach may rest upon me. Alright, so Sirach 2 from the top says, "My son, thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation." Right, so you will be tempted when you come into this thing. You got to prepare for that. Scriptures talk about, who when he buildeth the house doesn't count the cost. You got to know what you're getting into. You can't just, just pop up, say, hey, I want to join the camp. Hey, where's your spirit at? Where are you at spiritually? As verse 2 says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. One of those things you're going to have to endure is infirmities, right? You'd be hearing certain things that the apostles may say, when they're at the camp reading and stuff. If you've heard it, you've heard it. If you haven't heard it, you haven't heard it, right? And verse 3 says, cleave unto him, in terms of infirmities and that. It says, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest increase at thy last end. Once again, I'll read 2 Corinthians 4:17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and more and eternal weight of glory. Right, so we go through these things, but they're light afflictions. Right, let's say we've been through, tremendous pain, 70 years of our life, whatever, what have you. Right, that is nothing in comparison to eternity. Right, in a new body, in a super body. Right, it's verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in him, right? So here's the point as well. So for gold is tried in the furnace, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? So you're going through these things for your own betterment, right? And also verse 4 says, whatever is brought upon thee, take cheer, which is what I was alluding to earlier on when I was saying, whatever it is that the Lord makes you go through, good or bad, you're always going to give praise. Well, in fact, might as well just jump there. It's only meant to be a quick one, right? So 1 Thessalonians 5:16 says, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks. For this is the will of the Most High, of God, of the Most High in Yahushua Mashiach concerning you. Right, so rejoice evermore and pray without ceasing, and in everything give thanks, whether it's the good, the bad. Know when you're going through infirmities, it's for your humbling, so that, Lord's will, you can come out the other end a better man, deeper in the faith, or whatever it is. Always remembering the scriptures, right? Because it says these things will come to pass. You will go through certain things, right? Those infirmities being, one of them. Right, if you watch the GMS London vids, you see every now and then, my what would you call it? I get infirmities and it's visible. It's a very humbling experience, right? Which one? And the contrite. Where is it? Contrite heart, contrite spirit. Let me find that. It says Psalms 51:17 says, the sacrifices of the Most High are broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O God, thou will not despise. Right? To collapse, to crush, to be contrite, be broken. Right? So basically, when you're lowly, Matthew 5:5, the meek shall inherit the earth. Right? So when you're not low, not lowly, the Lord rejoices in that, man. Right? As long as you continue in the faith, because some guys will go through those things and won't want to stay. Right, it says Hebrews 12:6. So for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Right? If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with your sons, and that's the thing. Well, it goes on to say, for what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right? So basically, if the Lord ain't, making you go through things, you got to question, because as it says here, for what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, so when you come into this thing, you are going to get chastised, you are going to go through things. Why? Because gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? And then it goes on to say, whereof all are partakers, then ye bastards and not sons. Right, so like I said, it was supposed to be a quick one, and Lord will be edified. Until the next time, we say shalom.